Tonight on Q2, a light at the end of the mine.
Now we have certainty for the next 9 years for this mine to make sure we can keep moving forward with mining this coal.
Signal Peak has hopes for the future thanks to the big beautiful bill. We'll explain. Plus, in the flames, large fires burning across eastern Montana, with one growing into the second largest in the state. We'll have details. And growing up.
The landscape could tell its story. I think this is what it would be doing.
The oldest museum in the state is now about to become 3 times bigger. We'll tell you why. The MTN 10 o'clock news starts right now.
From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 10 o'clock news.
Good evening and thanks for joining us on this Thursday night. I'm Russ Riesinger. Tonight, the Bull Mountain Mine near Roundup has new life. That mine, which was under the threat of closure, will now stay open for at least 9 more years. It's all thanks to a provision in the big, beautiful bill. Tonight, our David J. toured that mine, learning just how much the company and the miners mean to the economy and the future of energy security here in Montana.
As important these jobs are, it's also important we fight for coal.
Senator Steve Daines says the big beautiful bill helped keep the Signal Peak mine open.
Make sure we can keep moving forward with mining this coal. Coal is a source of reliable, affordable baseload power.
He and President Trump have worked together to lower federal royalty rates. This helps keep coal mining competitive with other energy sources, and it also ends federal subsidies that are putting fossil fuels at a significant disadvantage.
The senator says the mine in the Bull Mountains also adds to much-needed energy nationwide.
One of our big constraints going forward, to think about what's needed for the next generation economy, is more energy. We have an energy resource deficit. We need more energy, and coal here in Montana is one way we can help close that gap.
People are losing sleep and they don't know where they're going to go, next. They got good jobs right now, and before that, we didn't know if we'd have a job next year or not. Everybody. And so it's huge.
This is a big deal for the mine and the miners. We also had a chance to talk with people up in Roundup, where they say Signal Peak staying open is big for the economy as well.
The longevity of the mine is the economic driver for all of our county. It's about 2/3 of the tax base for Muscle Shoals County.
Roundup Mayor Sandra Jones says the citizens need the miners' business.
I see it's boosted the economy here quite a bit because it was kind of going south there for a while.
A lot of revenue that's not, besides it powers power plants and everything else.
It's not just the miners, but Signal Peak Energy also helps the community.
If you go over to that rest area, you'll see the sign in it, there's different things that they've donated.
They've done several special projects for the town with the money that they make off the coal. So I'm glad it's staying open, and I'm glad to get to expand.
While coal has its opponents, Dane says the coal industry benefits Montana and the whole country, economically and with security.
Energy security is national security. And the Chinese have got that figured out. We've got to make sure that we continue to have more made in America energy and reduce dependencies on foreign sources of energy.
In Muscle Shoals County, David J., MTN News.
A program that has helped thousands of Montanans get health coverage is now facing a major cutback after losing nearly all of its federal funding. The federal government cut funding for the Affordable Care Act Navigator Program by 90%, saying it was too costly and ineffective. Cover Montana lost over $1 million in expected funds. After failing to secure replacement grants, the group says it will have to lay off staff in September, including those who help people apply for Medicaid and marketplace coverage.
There's a lot of big shifts happening right now, right, at the federal and the state level with both healthcare.gov and Montana Medicaid. And so when changes happen, people have questions and they need help through that process. And so it is really unfortunate that this is happening now at a time when we know Montanans have a lot of questions.
Cover Montana will continue to try and answer phone calls, but they may not get to everyone. There is additional information on their website to help people through the application process. President Trump's a day away from a face-to-face meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Putin says he believes Trump is sincere in his efforts to find a peace deal, but Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky says he's not sold. Trump says his meeting with Putin will determine if more talks, this time with both of the country's presidents, will follow. Despite the hopes of peace, Russia has continued its offensive in recent nights, claiming to capture 2 villages in eastern Ukraine. Both countries did carry out a prisoner of war swap today as a show of good faith ahead of the summit. The suspect in a miles-long chase through parts of Billings Tuesday night appeared in court this afternoon. 32-year-old Jalen Miguel Medicine Bowl entered a not guilty plea to 3 felony charges, including assault on a peace officer, as well as 5 other misdemeanors. He's accused of trying to hit a police officer with a stolen vehicle, then leading police on a dangerous chase with several close calls before he was finally arrested. Judge set bail for Medicine Bowl at $500,000. A fire burning in Treasure County near the Bighorn County line has now erupted to the 2nd largest in the state. The Montana DNRC says the flames have now burned 2,500 acres. The DNRC County Assist Team took the lead in that fire tonight, fighting the flames from the ground and the air. Dozens of firefighters are battling the blaze, focusing on building lines around the fire and protecting homes and rangeland. Officials say the fire, which is burning 20 miles southeast of Custer, was sparked by lightning. As of now, there are no evacuations or closures in place, but that fire is still very active and not at all contained. And a fast-moving wildfire in Rosebud County is keeping crews busy. The Pony Creek fire east of Colstrip has burned more than 1,000 acres. Changing winds pushed flames into tough terrain, but crews built lines around 95% of the fire. That too was sparked by lightning around 11:45 yesterday morning. Both city and county teams responded quickly. Officials say burnout operations will continue for the next 2 days, so expect to see large smoke columns in the area. Statewide, 35 fires are burning right now. With the first look at the weather on this Thursday night, let's throw it over to meteorologist Jason Stiff.
And good Thursday evening, everyone. Some lingering showers over portions of Montana right now. We have some isolated thunderstorms pushing over just the western areas of Fort Peck Reservoir well to our north. Some light rain showers pushing over parts of Carter County. We had some more over Powder River County too. Then we head further to the west, some isolated showers pushing over Park County, trying to get into Sweetgrass too, but not much hitting the ground right now. Today it was a comfortable day with a nice easterly breeze for much of the day in Billings. How about a below average high of 85 degrees? Very easy to take for the middle of August, but the temperature's not going to stay there forever. We do have more warmth and more chances for thunderstorms. Your 7-day forecast coming up.
Well, several folks recreating out at Two Moon Park returned to an unwelcome surprise tonight. A large tree came crashing down on several cars in the parking lot, causing quite a bit of damage to them, as you can see. Fortunately, no one was in any of the vehicles at the time, so no one was hurt. But it certainly could have been a much different situation had there been. Tonight, Montana Governor Greg Gianforte confirms that the state is looking at possible eastern Montana sites for a new state mental hospital. Gianforte says mental health is becoming a crisis in the state and one that must be solved. It's one of the main reasons lawmakers earmarked $26.5 million for a new facility. City, county, and state leaders have already looked at 5 locations in and around Billings, and while they hope to decide in the near future, the governor offered zero assurances. Despite not having official plans, he says the need is growing by the day.
We don't have enough behavioral health capacity in the state of Montana. This is why I championed a historic $300 million investment to rebuild our existing facilities and to expand care into eastern Montana. We have not made a decision on where that facility is going to go, but we're going to talk to all the stakeholders. But we're committed to expanding behavioral health services to make sure every Montanan can get the care they need and live up to their full potential.
City and county officials have said all week that while they're aware of the potential project, they all have questions that need to be answered. City Council looks to discuss those plans at its next work session. The oldest museum in Montana is about to become 3 times bigger. The Carter County Museum in Ekalaka received 2 life-changing grants this year, used to expand that museum by 15,000 square feet. Our Matt Carmack has the story in tonight's Out and About.
Out and About is sponsored by Hardin Chevrolet.
If you ever wanted to touch the horn of a real Triceratops, or if you've ever wanted to see just how big an actual T-Rex was, or maybe life on the frontier is more your style. Well, they have it all here and more at the Carter County Museum in Ekalaka, Montana.
This is a real velociraptor. Woo!
Everybody that comes to the museum, they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know this was here.
It may look tiny from the outside, but on the inside, it's like another world.
If a landscape could tell its story, I think this is what it would be doing.
Inside the Carter County Museum, artifacts from recent Montana history and ancient Montana history.
Greatest gunfights in the Old West took place right near here, El Zeta, so it has a great cowboy history, right along with the dinosaurs.
Ekalaka is really well known for being the contact point between the dinosaurs when they went extinct and that recovery period afterward.
Perhaps the Carter County Museum is best known for its dino exhibit with fossils from the Jurassic, Triassic, and Cretaceous period.
It's kind of nice to come here, see the specimens, and enjoy just celebrating dinosaurs.
There's all kinds of really fun fossils to come check out here, and that's just this fossil room.
Believe it or not, this room only holds 1/8 of the museum's fossil collection.
Part of our expansion campaign is that we're going to triple the size of the museum to 15,000 square feet. And that's going to give us the ability to put a lot more of our dinosaurs and our cultural collections on display.
$400,000 in grants from the Bank of Baker and the state of Montana Historical Preservation will allow all of these fossils to be on display in the museum.
If you keep dinosaurs here local, we can all enjoy them. People will come in from far away to enjoy them.
Hopefully evolving the visitation experience of all history lovers.
Volumes. It's everything you can want in history, from the dinosaur to modern man.
And dinosaur enthusiasts into an unforgettable encounter.
It's small, but it has right here this beautiful museum, and it has dinosaurs. Of course, it also celebrates a lot of the other history of the area.
In Ekalaka, Matt Carmack, MTN News.